Hey everyone, Joy here. Today I'm going to talk about a rather sensitive topic, spay abort. You might gasp and say, how can you do that? You may be all on board with it, but let me give some background. Just take a breath and let me talk about this for a little bit and why at Field Haven we advocate and we do spay abort. Um, okay, let's just talk about the emotions of cats first, okay? So your cat is not thinking that's pregnant, or a pregnant cat, any pregnant cat one you come across in the community, for example, is not thinking, oh, I'm pregnant, how exciting, what color do I paint the nursery? Is it going to be a boy or a girl? How many boys and how many girls am I going to have? And what am I going to name them? Cats don't have that. They don't have those human feelings. They know they're pregnant, and it's all instinctual. And yes, indeed, when those kittens are born, mom is going to take really good care of them. She instantly falls in love with them. Typically, every once in a while, we have a mom that doesn't. But then, if something happens to those kittens after they're born, and she loses one, she does. There is a mourning. You've seen it probably. But if we do a spay abort, mom goes through none of those emotions. She just wakes up and she realizes she's probably in a little bit of pain, but she just is like, oh gosh, I'm a cat and I just need a good home now. Or I'm feral and I want to go back out to my community and I don't have to worry about those boys bothering me anymore or those darn annoying kittens. Um, so the kittens, we all think, what happens to the kittens during spay abort? They go to sleep with the anesthesia and they simply do not wake up. There is no suffering. They don't suffer. They have no pain or anything like that. However, kittens that are born to community cats are subject oftentimes to enormous amounts of suffering from diseases. They could suffer from starvation. If mom is not eating properly or is maybe hit by a car, they get eye infections, upper respiratory eye infections, where their eyeballs explode and they're blind, and they are eaten by prey or attacked by prey. Sometimes even mom will kill them and eat them, because if she's afraid for them and feels that they may be attacked by a predator, she sometimes will actually kill them herself to avoid that suffering for them. Panleukopenia, I may have mentioned that, but getting run over by cars, attacked by animals, tortured by whatever other animals, people, they live a miserable life, unless of course they are rescued by us or you, which case then they're cared for and they get wonderful homes. So the kittens that are born, yes, we do that with, but there is just not enough of us to go around to take care of every kitten that is born in a community without a proper home. So when you get a cat that comes in and you think, oh gosh, I'm just going to let her have her kittens, I will get really good homes for them. We ask you, please don't. Just let us do spay abort and then move on. And then when we get those kittens that come in from the community that need a foster, just put your hand up and say, hey, I'm there to foster those kittens. You'll be saving their lives. The other thing, what happens with some of these cats that are pregnant, they really maybe aren't pregnant after all. They have a condition called pyometra, which makes them look very pregnant, and you think they're pregnant, but they're actually filled with pus. Their uteruses are filled with pus, and that when that ruptures, they become septic and they die a lingering, painful death. Yesterday in our clinic, we had a form of pyometra that I hadn't seen before. Actually, the vet that was there, I don't think had seen it either. That I'm not sure how common it is, but like I said, I've not encountered it before. But it was two cats. How weird was that? Two cats yesterday had pyometra, but they also had mammary development, so it really looked like they were pregnant. But when we went in for surgery, they actually had rotting, dead kittens in their uterus that were then surrounded by pus. And actually, one of them, when we were doing, the team was doing prep, pus was pouring out of her vulva. I'm sorry, I don't mean to gross you out with all this, but this is the stuff that we encounter every day at Field Haven. So I'm going to just, if for the next 5 seconds, I'm going to put a picture up. But so just cover your eyes if you don't want to hear this. But those cats, had they been, somebody had taken them in and saying, I'm going to let this cat have kittens because you know what? She looks like she's going to have kittens. Her teats are getting developed. She would have died. a long, suffering, painful death until you recognize that maybe something was really wrong and she wouldn't have been savable. So, honestly, okay, you can cover your eyes now because I'll take that picture away or uncover your eyes. So, please put your feelings aside and your think about the cats and just try and be open to Spay-Abort. It really does help save lives. I know that sounds contradictory, but it does. So please think about it. Put your questions and anything, your thoughts in the comments below. Okay, thanks everybody. Sorry this was kind of a long video, but it's a pretty dicey topic, so it's worthy of a long discussion. Thanks everyone. Have a great day.